Welcome to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This city is a treasure trove of history, culture, and beauty, with so much to offer beyond the iconic monuments. Whether you're a history buff, an art lover, or just here to take in the sights, D.C. has something for everyone. In this video, we're diving into the top 20 must-visit places that will make your trip unforgettable. Ready to explore? Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with our first destination, the National Mall. Our journey begins at the heart of Washington, D.C., the National Mall. This expansive green space stretches from the Capitol building to the Lincoln Memorial and is home to some of the most iconic monuments and memorials in the country. As you walk along the mall, you'll encounter the towering Washington Monument, the reflective Lincoln Memorial, and the poignant Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's a powerful experience to walk through these symbols of American history and reflect on the nation's past. The Smithsonian Museums. Did you know that Washington, D.C. is home to 19 Smithsonian Museums, and they're all free to the public? From the National Museum of American History to the National Air and Space Museum, there's something for everyone. You can explore everything from ancient artifacts to modern art, all within walking distance of each other. Don't miss the National Museum of Natural History with its awe-inspiring dinosaur fossils, or the National Museum of African-American History and Culture, which offers a deep dive into the African-American experience. The United States Capitol. Next up is the United States Capitol, the seat of the U.S. Congress. This architectural masterpiece is not just a symbol of American democracy, but also a place where history is made every day. You can take a guided tour of the Capitol to see the historic chambers, the rotunda with its magnificent dome, and the National Statuary Hall. It's a must-visit for anyone interested in the workings of the American government. The Library of Congress. Right next door to the Capitol is the Library of Congress, the largest library in the world. With over 170 million items in its collection, including rare books, manuscripts, and maps, it's a paradise for history lovers. The Thomas Jefferson Building is a work of art in itself, with its stunning architecture and intricate murals. Take a tour to see the Gutenberg Bible and the handwritten draft of the Declaration of Independence. The main reading room is breathtaking, and it's open to the public. Just make sure to register in advance if you want to explore the library further. The White House. No trip to Washington, D.C. would be complete without seeing the White House. This iconic residence has been home to every U.S. president since John Adams in 1800. While public tours require advance reservations and are limited to certain areas, the White House Visitor Center offers a wealth of information about the building's history and the lives of the first families. Don't forget to snap a photo from Lafayette Square with the White House in the background. The Lincoln Memorial. The Lincoln Memorial is not just a monument to one of America's greatest presidents. It's also a symbol of unity and justice. Standing at the western end of the National Mall, this grand structure features a massive statue of Abraham Lincoln seated and gazing out over the reflecting pool. The walls are inscribed with two of Lincoln's most famous speeches, the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address. The place of reflection and inspiration, and it offers one of the best views of the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument. Rising 555 feet into the air, the Washington Monument is the tallest structure in D.C. and one of the most recognizable landmarks in the country. Built to honor George Washington, the nation's first president, it's an engineering marvel that was completed in 1884. Visitors can take an elevator ride to the observation deck for panoramic views of the city. The monument is also surrounded by the 50 flags of the states, making it a perfect spot for a patriotic photo op. The National Gallery of Art. Art lovers will find a treasure trove at the National Gallery of Art. This world-class museum houses a vast collection of European and American art, including masterpieces by Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Van Gogh. The West Building features classic works from the Middle Ages to the 19th century, while the East Building showcases modern and contemporary art. Don't miss the Sculpture Garden, especially in the warmer months, where you can relax among stunning outdoor installations. The Tidal Basin and cherry blossoms. One of the most picturesque spots in D.C. is the Tidal Basin, especially during the cherry blossom season in early spring. The Tidal Basin is surrounded by some of the city's most famous monuments, including the Jefferson Memorial, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, and the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. Rent a paddleboat to see the blossoms from the water or take a leisurely stroll along the paths that circle the basin. It's a stunning experience that draws visitors from around the world. The Jefferson Memorial. Dedicated to the third President of the United States, the Jefferson Memorial is a beautiful tribute to Thomas Jefferson's legacy. Modeled after the Roman Pantheon, the memorial features a grand rotunda with a 19-foot statue of Jefferson standing beneath its dome. The walls are inscribed with excerpts from his writings, reflecting his ideals of liberty and democracy. Situated on the edge of the Tidal Basin, the Jefferson Memorial is particularly striking at sunrise or sunset. The National Archives. The National Archives is home to some of the most important documents in American history, including the original Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. These are displayed in the rotunda for the Charters of Freedom, where visitors can view the faded signatures of the Founding Fathers up close. The National Archives also houses a vast collection of records that provide insight into the nation's history, making it a must-visit for history enthusiasts. Arlington National Cemetery. Located just across the Potomac River, Arlington National Cemetery is a solemn and sacred place where more than 400,000 U.S. service members, veterans, and their families are laid to rest. The cemetery is also the site of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, where the changing of the guard ceremony takes place every hour. Visitors can also see the eternal flame at President John F. Kennedy's gravesite and pay their respects at the many memorials scattered throughout the grounds. The National World War II Memorial. The National World War II Memorial is a poignant tribute to the 16 million people who served in the American Armed Forces during World War II. Located between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial, the memorial features 56 pillars representing the states and territories, 2 triumphal arches, and a central fountain. Bronze wreaths, inscriptions, and bas-reliefs tell the story of the war and the sacrifices made by those who fought for freedom. It's a powerful reminder of the cost of peace. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial honors the legacy of the civil rights leader with a striking statue carved from granite. The 30-foot-tall Stone of Hope stands in front of the Mountain of Despair, symbolizing the struggle and triumph of the civil rights movement. The memorial is located on the Tidal Basin and is inscribed with some of Dr. King's most powerful quotes, including the famous line, "Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope." Visiting this memorial is a profound experience, as it not only commemorates the life of Dr. King but also serves as a reminder of the ongoing fight for equality and justice. The location, overlooking the Tidal Basin, adds to the reflective nature of this site. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial is unlike any other in D.C. It spans 7.5 acres along the Tidal Basin and is divided into 4 outdoor rooms, each representing one of FDR's 4 terms in office. The memorial features powerful sculptures depicting scenes from the Great Depression, World War II, and Roosevelt's presidency, along with moving quotes etched into the stone. The cascading waterfalls and thoughtful design create a tranquil atmosphere, making it a place for quiet reflection on one of the most challenging periods in American history. The National Museum of American History. Step into the National Museum of American History to explore the rich tapestry of the nation's past. This museum houses some of the most iconic artifacts in American culture, including the original Star-Spangled Banner, the First Lady's inaugural gowns, and a section of Route 66. The exhibits cover a wide range of topics, from the history of American innovation and industry to the evolution of American music. It's a museum that truly brings history to life, making it a must-visit for anyone looking to understand the essence of America. The National Museum of African-American History and Culture. Opened in 2016, the National Museum of African-American History and Culture is the newest addition to the Smithsonian family and a vital part of the National Mall. This museum takes visitors on a powerful journey through the African-American experience, from the horrors of slavery to the triumphs of the civil rights movement and beyond. The museum's design, inspired by the 3-tiered crowns of Yoruba art, is a striking presence on the mall. Inside, you'll find poignant exhibits, multimedia displays, and artifacts that tell the stories of struggle, resilience, and achievement. It's an essential visit for understanding the full scope of American history. Georgetown. Georgetown is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Washington, D.C., and it's bursting with charm and history. This picturesque area is known for its cobblestone streets, Federal-style architecture, and vibrant waterfront. Take a stroll down M Street and Wisconsin Avenue to explore a mix of high-end boutiques, cozy cafes, and delicious eateries. Don't miss the chance to visit the Georgetown Waterfront Park, where you can enjoy stunning views of the Potomac River, go for a paddle on a kayak, or simply relax by the water. For history buffs, a walk through the residential streets reveals beautifully preserved row houses dating back to the 18th century, each with its own story to tell. United States Botanic Garden. Escape the hustle and bustle of the city at the United States Botanic Garden, a living museum of plants located near the Capitol. This peaceful oasis is home to an incredible variety of flora, from tropical rainforests to desert succulents. Conservatory features beautifully curated exhibits, including a lush jungle, a fragrant orchid house, and a serene garden court. Inside, the National Garden showcases native plants, a rose garden, and a butterfly garden. Perfect spot for nature lovers and anyone looking to recharge amidst the beauty of the natural world. National Zoo. Final stop is the Smithsonian's National Zoo, one of the oldest zoos in the United States and a favorite destination for families. Located in the Woodley Park neighborhood, this 163-acre zoo is home to over 1,500 animals representing 300 species, many of which are endangered. The zoo is perhaps best known for its giant pandas, Tian Tian and Mei Xiang, who have captivated visitors for years. There's much more to see, from the majestic lions and tigers to the playful orangutans who swing across the O-line. Zoo's focus on conservation and education makes it both a fun and meaningful experience. It's free to visit. There you have it, 20 incredible places to visit in Washington, D.C. Whether you're here for the history, the culture, or just to take in the sights, this city has something for everyone. We hope this guide helps you make the most of your trip to the nation's capital. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more travel guides, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.